Welcome to part 2 of this 4-part series on getting hired. In this session, we move from mirroring the job requirements to stating how good we are at these skills. Let us first recap the Netsume method of strategic cover letter. First, you insert a requirements compliance table in your cover letter that 100% mirror what appears in the hiring ad. 2, you assess your skills against each requirement, and then 3, you provide proof points on your assessments. How do you measure a skill? To one person, proficient means they took a weekend course. To another, it means they've used it for 5 years. This ambiguity kills resumes and cover letters. To solve this, the Netsume methodology uses a universal 0 to 4 proficiency metric that is easily understood and can be applied readily to any professional skill. It removes the fluff, establishes instant credibility, and gives the hiring manager a precise baseline. The need for an objective standard leads to our defining the 5 levels of competence. Let's break down exactly what these numbers mean, so you can map them to your own career. Level 0. No skill. You have no active capability or exposure to this specific requirement. Honesty here is critical. It builds immense trust for your high scores elsewhere. Level 1. Learned. You have acquired the foundational knowledge through education, courses, or academic certifications, but you have no real-world application experience yet. Level 2. Applied/practitioner. You have mastered the skill in a real-world environment. You produce tangible outputs, but your work is routinely supervised, monitored, and evaluated by senior team members. Level 3. Mentor. You have deep experience and expertise. Beyond delivering results independently, you actively transfer these skills to others by coaching, evaluating, and supporting your team. Level 4. Expert. You hold an authoritative role in this skill. Your status is backed by public recognition, publications, registered inventions, or patents, on top of a flawless execution track record. However, for each skill level, there are different degrees of task complexity and difficulty. For example, the work for a practitioner to merely follow instructions to perform a task is much simpler than a practitioner who has to diagnose an abnormality and design a solution to resolve the issue. Or for a mentor who goes beyond coaching a peer worker to designing a train-the-trainer program for the whole team. This is where the need to provide proof points to articulate your true skills and competence come in. For an expert, the tasks become progressively more complex and challenging as one goes from driving innovations to gaining breakthroughs in patterns or research. This is where articulating the work becomes very important, and an effective, proven framework is the STAR method. STAR stands for Situation. Set the scene by giving context to a specific challenge or project. Task. Clearly define what your responsibility or objective was in that situation. Action. Explain the exact concrete steps you took to address the challenge. Result. Quantify the final outcome, showing the tangible value, metrics, or revenue generated. Many candidates make the mistake of responding to job requirements by discussing abstract concepts, high-level theory, or strategic intents, essentially telling the employer how they intend to solve a problem or showcasing that they understand the philosophy behind it. A seasoned recruiter can easily see through this and will likely bring the conversation back to specific situation and actual experiences. The STAR method is inherently superior because it shifts the narrative from theory to execution. Employers do not hire intent, they hire history. Concepts are hypothetical, but a STAR-driven proof point shows a historical track record of success. It proves that you have already encountered the situation, executed the action, and delivered the result. It turns a subjective claim into an objective, undeniable fact. and a requirement for implement quality management on supply chain management projects. If your response is, "We do peer reviews and document all our self-conducted unit testing," this may be a false star, or at best a partial star, because you did not say how successful the peer reviews and testing are, nor did you link them to your actions. A more appropriate response can be, "As the software leader for the warehouse guided vehicle management project of 50 man-months at Company A, I provided input and review business, technology, performance and user risks on the project, and developed contingency and risks mutilation plans as a member of the QA team." Applying the metric dynamically. By pairing the 0 to 4 proficiency scale with star-based proof points, you completely change the nature of your cover letter. You move from, "I think I'm good at this," to, "Here is the exact framework of my competency, backed by verified historical outcomes." Your quantitative self-assessment of 0 to 4, coupled with the industry-proven STAR method of justifying your claims, will stand out in your cover letter to differentiate from other candidates. In the next section, we'll look at how we can use artificial intelligence to look at your history and automatically map your skills to this exact dual framework. You can trust Albert on his insights and methods, as he had interviewed and hired hundreds of candidates in engineering, software, sales, admin, finance, and channels. After his retirement, Albert continues to be active in providing advice and mentorship to senior leadership teams.